You guys are probably wondering, what's the deal with Icarus? Do I take him seriously or do I don't? And I, as in both myself and you, the viewer. Yes to both. As a boss fight, you really shouldn't. Although the Icarus wings are great to have nonetheless. In the grand scheme of the story, kinda. It doesn't really matter from this point on. But in God of War 3, I'm not really trying to spoil things, but everything does sort of matter. I mean, to be fair, some of the boss fights in the first game did come back in a way. I don't think the Hydra was mentioned. It was mentioned as a costume, but nothing else. That Minotaur wasn't. Ares, of course, was, and he's also actually mentioned when he goes to Sparta. A lot. And also for Icarus wings, hold down X and you can glide. You cannot glide forever because after some time, the wings will start to melt off and you will just fall flat down like a rock. Because of how Icarus flew too close to the sun, and you know the story from there. I think you guys, most of you do know the story about Icarus. I'm not really going to go on. You're going to see here I fall flat. That's probably to show newcomers what it's like. You do get a new L1 and X attack though. It's pretty neat. It's not that useful, but it's nice to have. And also here we actually have satyrs. These are like the first ones I think that you fight in this game. For this fight, I prefer using the... For God's sake, man. I prefer using the harpies as weapons, as you'll know. For those of you who don't know, remember, just hold down circle after they're bouncing on the ground and you can toss them to enemies. Collisions in this game are pretty powerful. Oh wow, it actually killed it outright. Should be another satyr. Beyond that, my strategy is not really that technical or anything. It's simply... Okay, can you stop that? It's simply try to use Kronos' rage in order to stun them and then get some hits in. Almost generally trying to stun them in general. Kronos rage is just the best way I've found. You know, the circle prompt still works like in last game. I think they are able to block your attacks more easily. And I also find that juggling them works great. They are vulnerable to the golden fleece though. That's what I've noticed as well. Very, might I add. I also, I wanted to show the kill with it. Oh well. Because I like it. It's actually pretty impressive in my opinion. Anyway, yeah, Icarus. It's a joke boss fight. It definitely is. It's kind of like the boat captain. The boat captain wasn't a boss, I know, but Kratos' encounter was kind of amusing. It will matter in God of War 3, like boss fights, all other boss fights in this game in the first. Also, Phoenix Feather. So in that fight, don't be afraid to use your magic. You'll get it all back. I would not open the chest to get magic back, though. I would go for the health. Anyway, yeah, Icarus, it'll matter. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil things. I did think it was a joke first and just a way of padding out the game. It's like, really, we arrive and you're gonna throw this at us? Although I do like the Atlas sequence. This entire part is pretty awesome. And its background music I like is really cool. I wish it appeared more often in the series. But it doesn't. Like maybe twice in God of War 3, maybe goes to Sparta? I don't know. Oh, and Chains Falling Descent. Anyway, we have another rock Minotaur. This one is the worst and the hardest. I don't know why it seems like those two hits, final swing, count as two. He can move around though. That's what I've seemed to notice. And it's actually going to be a multi-phase fight. He has a lot of health actually. I just find that here using Rage of the Titans plus the hammer works great on that first hit when he's smacking the ground. many spinning. I prefer leaving out the Pros Rage. Then maybe using my early King. Beyond that, not much else. I would prefer like maybe using up 4 Chronos Rages, really. And also, that is actually gonna hurt you, that strike. And you're gonna want to get on this as soon as you can. And then for this phase, I prefer dropping down with R1. You can just jump out of the way, but R1 is instantaneous, so I just think it's better overall. Don't really get fancy here. The rocks do cause quite a bit of damage, and you're not going to get any health fills. After this, we have the second phase, and then we're going to be done with Rock Minotaur. I just wish this phase was more we could actually attack. That'd be nice. Beyond that, Alright, so yeah, he is moving, as you can see. He does do that strike more often, which is nice. And you can jump over it too, which is great. Wish I could cancel my strikes. This is the problem with the boss fights where, not really boss fights, but fights where it does bite me in the ass and, ugh, bad. At this point, it doesn't really matter how you go about it, just kill him however you want. Oh! Oh! That could have been bad, wow. Ugh. I was doing pretty good, like, hey, I'm gonna get no damage, but no, I fuck up at the end. That's kind of a shame. I don't really care for Rock Minotaurs in this game, or they don't actually appear, but I just don't care for them. They're there. They're okay, I don't hate them. It's just, there are more interesting enemies. Also at this point, you're going to be getting a lot of experience, because we're in basically the end game. From this point on, there's like maybe a few hours left, and we'll be there, hopefully, to the Sisters. But also the game is indeed going to pick up in difficulty, trust me. Oh boy. So we gotta figure out some way to get there. Because it looks like that's the highest point we're gonna get to return to the surface. So, Smash 4, because it doesn't really have a name at this point, the new Smash game for 3DS and Wii U actually comes out soon. The Japanese got it for us, but some people on Club Nintendo actually got the game early, apparently. I didn't get it early, but one of my friends did, and he gave me a copy of my friend Justin, who, thank you very much, by the way, man. I really appreciate it. The demo doesn't have much, but I really appreciate the notion. He's, from a review set, I'll probably put a link to it in the description. Smash 4 is actually pretty okay. I don't think it's really gonna maybe reach Melee's popularity. 'Cause Melee is still popular. There's no way to really look around it. Melee is a very popular game. Like, it's not really a party game anymore. It's like competitively, that's where the game really shines, and it's infamous in some ways, but Brawl, as you guys know, it got great reviews, but fans toward it are kind of mixed. Like tripping and stuff, it's something, and then there's the competitive scene. The competitive scene is okay. The Melee players can be the problem when it comes to the game. Like, I don't really like how they're always bashing it. Beyond that, the competitive community isn't that bad. It's actually really, no offense to casual players, but the casuals who make them look bad. I mean, I'm a competitive Brawl player, and I've met other ones like CT0 and Gitaru, and they're all chill people. I really that it's the casual crowd that makes us look bad. That's on that. More on that some other time. But anyway, Smash 4 is okay. The demo just has Link, Mario, and Villager, and Mega Man. I kind of wish I had one other stage besides Battlefield, and maybe, I don't know, maybe one character from each franchise, like Fox or the others. Veterans from the first Smash Bros. Game. But it's okay. It's pretty fun. There's no Wi-Fi, which is disappointing. My friend Justin and I, if we meet up, we might actually do a video. Not a video, but we might play it together, and I can probably tell you guys how what multiplayer is like with other people. I would get a video of it, but I just prefer to get decent quality videos. And I don't have a 3DS capture card yet. I do want one, but I'm not sure when I can get one, because those things are expensive. They're like 200 minimum, and 400 if you get a 3DS with it, which I might take the option to buy a new 3DS, because I don't really want to risk damaging my capture software. I've heard that you can't. Like, some people just have one 3DS, which they use for both. I just don't want to take that risk. And I'm pretty sure I'll just be using the free Wii U version as my recording and playing version of choice. Anyway, yeah, Smash on the 3DS, it's okay. It's pretty good. I'll probably have a better opinion when the full version comes out, but anyway, you guys are probably wondering what exactly the thing is with getting it. You have to get it through something called Nintendo thing. You have to be a Platinum status member, and then you might get an email. It's select, so even if you're not guaranteed. My friend Justin was just lucky enough. I was gold because I didn't really buy many Nintendo games, and the rewards actually kind of pissed me off because it was all digital and it might have been you already have. Not much else I can say on it. For the characters, Villager seems kind of mediocre in my opinion. Mega Man was actually pretty neat to play. Link seems a bit better. Mario seems same old good. So same with Pikachu. The Villager, man, I thought he was actually kind of a joke character, and I think he kind of is. He didn't seem that strong or anything. I'm not sure what he can really do. I mean, I'm gonna have to wait for the full game to really make a full opinion, but everyone else seems okay. I mean, I know Jigglypuff was actually meant to be a joke character, but Jigglypuff then turned out to be one of Melee's top tier characters. Not much as I can really say on it, but I have high hopes for that game, and I think it'll definitely turn out well. Either way, though, in my opinion, the competitive crowd is alright. Like, some Melee players need to get over Brawl, but I don't think that's really a problem anymore. The last I really heard of it was 2011. But it's really, like, I don't know why the competitive crowd gets so much hate. Like, the competitive crowd, believe me, is okay. I've just noticed the casuals, no offense again, are a problem. Like, the ones who just are, it's the casuals who go with Fox only, and no items, and shit and Final Destination only. Believe me, no one in competitive media, you will rarely these days find Fox only matches. And I just noticed the casual crowd, they whine more, and they're generally more annoying. I kind of think most casuals are jealous of competitive players, because competitive players are pretty good, and they practically get paid to play games. Who wouldn't want that? You're on, but I kind of feel the same way for Pokemon sometimes when people towards Smog, because I'm a veteran Pokemon player. More on that in a bit. Alright, we've got to make our way up there to the surface. So let's begin. This is going to be the start of a pretty awesome sequence in my opinion. This fight is kind of a pain in the ass. I know one of you actually did in fact need some help on this in one of my old videos. Oh, I messed that up. On my old walkthrough, one of you was having a problem and pressed my health. And I can't blame you, this is a pain in the ass fight, it really is. There's not much that can really be done. The harpies, they're a pain in the ass. all I can really suggest is that you try to... It's hard to explain. Take out the Knights as soon as you can. Yeah, not Knights, Fallen Legionnaires, and then the Harpies, try and maybe throw them into the guards and use Chronos Rage. And also use your Rage of Titans plus Hammer. That's all I can really say. But Chronos Rage is great, honestly. Come here, you little Harpy. And also, I would recommend that you also try to grab the Harpies so you can try and refill your Rage Meter as well. Because every circle kill does refill it by a little bit. After some time, Harpies will still spawn, but they won't give experience at all. So really for that, there's not much else to it. It's a pain in the ass. The only real saving grace of the Harpies is that you can use it on the Fallen Legionnaires. With the collisions. Come here, you God, these Harpies. Good riddance. Yeah, there's not much I can really say there. Chronos Rage is just a godsend. And Rage of Titans with your Hammer. I guess... that comes down. I didn't know. Using the Gorgon Gates is a good idea as well. Maybe go for the level 2 upgrade. That's great. That's what I can really suggest. Because you will definitely get the Harpies in the gaze too. That's the other beauty of it. Plus you can take out literally 2 birds with 1 stone. Probably even, I don't know, 4. Shitty joke, shitty. But now we're almost there. That's the hard part out of the way, really. At this point, we are just making our way up to Atlas. I believe this is called, what is it? Ascension of Atlas. I would personally say this is one of my favorite parts of the game. It's pretty fun and epic. But actually kind of hard. Let's just continue making our way through. Come here. I want to try and grab you. Anyway, for that fight with the Harpies plus the... What are those things called again? Legionnaires or something? I keep forgetting. Use a circle to throw them at the enemies after they're bouncing on the ground. And Chronos Rage, that's really what I can say. Also, these rocks, I think, will actually kill some of the regular enemies. I think. Yeah, it does. It's actually pretty neat. We have the time that's just right. I just wonder how Atlas feels about this, though. Like, climbing on him, and it's very interesting just how he was designed. I don't know, I'm just saying. And also, this music is awesome, in my opinion. It's very kick-ass, and I feel like it's going to get pumped up. That would happen. I thought I had it aligned perfectly, but no. I haven't really been up to much else in my life, though. I have had, I think, a few exams, and they've been pretty okay-ish. I have to actually still finish a project that took up most of my summer, but I still didn't really finish because I got lazy. And the few times I did try work on it, I kind of messed up. Oh, are you serious? Really? For God's sake, man. I'm not doing this on purpose. This is really just the game messing with me. Or just me screwing up. Let's try that again. Alright. Not gonna kick it. Because I know something bad will happen. Anyway, yeah, things have been okay. My job, my hours got cut up, and it kind of sucks. I was able to do 20 hours a week, and it almost came to 8, which is less than half hours. and I'm a teaching assistant, so I help with one class. This semester I'm doing 2, so I only got to do 8 hours for both combined. That would suck. I would just say, fuck this time out, and that would be kind of horrible because my boss is awesome, and I do love helping her out. But she pulled through, and she was able to pull some strings with people organizing it, and I now work only 14, which that's my average, so I'll take it. And not quite there yet. I'll see what I can do about that. That's what I'm gonna do for next. Alright, so we're almost to the top. This is the last sequence. We've got to watch for these boulders, which even on easy, at least just normal, they're instant kills. So you're gonna have to watch it. I prefer jumping twice and then moving to the next one as soon as you can. As you get closer to the top, I recommend instead you jump immediately. I'm actually really surprised that those are instant kills even on a lower difficulty. I did not expect that. So I watched a playthrough and I was like, those still kill you? Either way, this is still an awesome sequence. It's a great change of pace in the whole combat.